Welcome back, everyone, to Ferris Sports Update. Bulldog Volleyball opens the 2013 season this weekend, and with us, head coach Tia Brandel-Wilhelm. And coach, first of all, welcome back to the show.
Thank you. It's great to be here. It's hard to believe we're here already, though, isn't it?
Another fall starting this weekend. The Bulldogs hosting the annual Ferris State Invitational, and really became an annual tradition here at Ferris State.
Yeah, it sort of happened by accident. We just wanted to host, and then it's just become something that we've done every year. And it's nice because we get a mix of teams, and we don't have to travel that first weekend. It gives us a chance to kind of get our feet wet in our own gym.
Before we talk more about the Invitational this weekend, let's talk about the preseason. How your team's been doing in practice over the last 3 weeks or so?
You know, it's flown by. It feels like we just had practice 20, and it feels like we just started. So I don't know. I feel like we need another week before we're really ready. But the team is working extremely hard. They're very young, so we're just teaching a lot and learning a lot. And you literally see progress every single day in the players and the things that they do. I was just working with the setters earlier, and as they came in and they started moving a little bit, I thought, wow, I mean, just from yesterday, look at how much they've improved. So it's fun and exciting.
You've been very successful here the last 2 years, made the NCAA tournament, really contended for a GLIAC championship both years. As you mentioned, a young team this year with the loss of some seniors. How have some of the kids stepped in to fill in those roles? You
know, they don't think that they're young, so that's nice. I think they forget that, you know, how little experience we have as a team, and they just have good expectations for themselves, and they just keep working hard to get better. It's a team that we still have a lot of questions unanswered, and we'll be going into the season not necessarily knowing our lineup and, you know, knowing who's going to be everywhere, and it might change quite a few times in the first month or so of the season. But you know, it's exciting because there's enough people that are really competing for spots that it should be, you know, it's going to be up in the air for a while.
You mentioned you're kind of a young team, but still some good experience returning. Brandy Marin, an all-region player last year at the libero spot. Courtney Reamback, she's been an all-conference player. Just talk about some of the returners with experience and what you expect out of them.
That was almost it. We also have Angie Kent in the middle, and Megan Vandermeer played on the right side, just in the front row last year. We're looking for her to play a little bit more of a six rotation player this year. So we don't really have a lot coming back, but they worked really hard in the spring, and you know, we got a lot of playing time. So you know, they feel a little more experienced than they are because they work hard at it and they play a lot, so they have that under their belts.
I know you're excited about an incoming class of freshmen as well, and a key transfer for the Bulldogs. Just talk about those incoming kids and how they've adjusted here through the preseason.
Well, we had Lexi Honey transfer in, which is a great addition to our program. She's such a utility player. We actually have her, you know, passing, and she's setting, and she's hitting for us in 2 different spots. So she's doing about everything but play middle for us right now, and that's a nice addition. And she came in the spring, so it was great to, you know, have a chance to have her around the team. We also have 4 freshmen on the team, and they're really contributing a lot. You know, we have 2 freshman setters, redshirt freshmen and true freshmen, so we're young at that spot, but they're working really hard, and they literally get better every single day, and it's just exciting to see.
Now in your 18th season here at Ferris State, talk about the expectations. Obviously your program has been highly successful in your tenure and over the years. How does that help set some goals for your team as you head into the season?
You know, I think it's weird to hear 18 because I don't feel like it's been that long, but I just think that our program is at a point where they're just, every year they expect to do very well, and they are comfortable with that, and that's the standard that they set in practice. So when we're setting up passing or we're looking at our set-out percentages, we're looking to compare ourselves to the very best in the country every year, and that's just, you know, it's just the mindset that this program has.
Talk about some of your strengths, what you see as your strengths as you get ready for the season opener.
Well, you know, that's really interesting. Those are one of those questions. I'm not sure what our strengths will be. You know, I know Brandy's a great libero, and she adds a lot to our passing and our side-out offense, and you know, we have some pretty solid middles, you know, that have a little, not a great experience, but pretty, you know, pretty decent amount. And from there, we're just kind of questioning and figuring it all out.
This weekend, a great field of teams coming in, 8 teams here for the Ferris State Invitational. Talk about some of that competition that you're going to see here in the first couple weeks of the season.
Well, I kind of wanted a strong schedule for our team. So 3 of the 4 teams that will play are in either the national rankings or receiving votes. So it's very strong. So and of the 8 teams, 4 of them are in that national rankings and receiving votes. So it's it's a pretty strong tournament field, and it just will be a good test for us as a young team to just figure out where we stand, and if we need to learn some lessons, I'd rather learn them early in the season and get a few more of our questions figured out.
The Bulldogs, one of those teams receiving votes in the national rankings
Yeah.
as well, as are a number of the GLIAC teams, and really a strong field in terms of GLIAC volleyball here over the last few years, and it's reflected in the national rankings.
It is, and it's our pod a lot, so the four of us that all play each other twice is very strong and receiving a lot of those votes towards the national ranking. So it should be a very competitive, high level season for us.
Bulldogs play this weekend at home, again Friday and Saturday, and then next week you're on the road, a trip to Missouri, and maybe a good bonding experience for your team here early in the year.
Yeah, we're going to bus it out there, and it's about 10-12 hours, so it's a good thing for a team to have to go on the road and just spend that time on the bus and just get to know each other a little bit more. So we are definitely looking forward to that, plus there'll be some more great competition.
How do these 2 weekends here of tournament competition help prepare you for the conference season and then hopefully in the postseason?
Well, as you said, our conference is really good, and I think that we'll have anywhere from 5 to 7 teams in the top 30 in the country this year in our conference. So we have to go play those kind of teams early on and really find out what we're made of and what our strengths and weaknesses are. We've got plenty of time to practice and get better before we start conference. So to find these things out now and then be able to learn and have that reflected in our play as we get into the conference really makes a difference for us.
Finally, talk maybe a little bit about the fan base here at Ferris State, playing in front of the home fans here to start the season, and what that means to some of your student athletes.
It's great. I mean, we have the best fans anywhere. We have so many people from the community that come to the games, and so many people from the the faculty and staff at Ferris, plus the student body, the other student athletes. I mean, it's just, we're really excited to have the opportunity to play at home and to have it be a weekend when there's not a lot of other things going on, and we can just hopefully attract a lot of those people and just give them a great game to watch.
I know many of those fans have watched Bulldog volleyball here over the years, celebrated the 40th anniversary last fall, and in terms of historical significance, the Bulldogs will start the 41st year this season. Just talk about that legacy of Ferris State volleyball.
It's a legacy that really leads the nation. One of the longest in the nation for a women's sport, and volleyball is a team sport at the college level, and it's just so exciting that this program has that kind of legacy, and that this program has that kind of consistent standard of expecting excellence, and not just on the court, but in everything that you do. And I love that I get to be a part of it for this, however long this duration is for me. I'm just really excited to be a part of it.
Well, Coach, best of luck to the Bulldogs as you
Thank
open
you.
the 2013 season this weekend here at home.
Thank you much.
We'll be back with more Ferris Sports Update right after this.